My mother is afraid for me when I start, but she supports me a lot. Mom doesn't have to worry about Lamine anymore. Her son is a new star of world football. Today we will tell you how the La Masia prodigy is conquering La Liga at the start of the season. The football world heard about Lamine Yamal for the first time a long time ago. The highlights of the incredible talents game for La Masia spread all over the internet, and many experts began to call Lamine the best Barcelona graduate since Messi. But there have been so many of these new Messis. It was hard to take such statements at the time. However, last season Xavi shocked everyone by allowing Yamal to make his debut for Barca's first team at the age of 15 years, 9 months and 16 days. This was an absolute record in the history of not only the club, but the entire La Liga. Back then, Xavi's gesture looked more like an advance, but time has proven that Yamal is ready to play for Barca, even at the age of 16. Yamal expectedly went with the main team to the summer training camp, where he impressed everyone. He was especially good in a friendly game against Tottenham for the Joan Gamper Trophy. The teenager came on only in the 80th minute, and in a minute managed to make an assist for Ferran Torres. Lamine dribbled so spectacularly and effectively that the Spurs defenders went dizzy. Like in this episode. With this incredible trick, Yamal launched an attack that put Barca ahead by a 3-2 margin in the 90th minute. That is, Lamine took part in 2 attacks that guaranteed the Catalans' victory in just 10 minutes. Do you think that's all? Absolutely not. Lamine launched another goal-scoring attack with a frantic dribble in the last minutes. It was clear to everyone even then. This season, Lamine will play for Barca's first team on a full-time basis. There was only one question: how many chances will he get? Back in July, no one in Barcelona expected that Lamine would not just feature in La Liga matches at the beginning of the season, but would be a starter. Xavi planned the season with Ousmane Dembele on the right wing of the attack, but the Frenchman betrayed the coach's trust and decided to continue his career in Paris. In the absence of Dembele, the first choice for the position was obviously the Brazilian Raphinha, who had a great second half of last season. However, in the first game of the season, Raphinha received a red card and a 2-match suspension. In the next game against Cadiz, Xavi had the option of using either Ansu Fati or Ez Abde on the right, but he chose Lamine Yamal. And the 16-year-old talent was worthy of trust. Indeed, in 85 minutes against Cadiz, Lamine did not make any goal contribution, but his numbers are impressive. 40 passes, 85% accuracy, 2 shots, 1 key pass, 1 chance created, 3 out of 4 successful dribbling attempts, 1 tackle, 1 interception, 4 out of 8 duels won. And this was in his debut game as a starter. The way the 16-year-old interacts with his teammates is absolutely amazing. Just look at these 1-2 with Jules Koundé. Perfect chemistry. Against Cadiz, Yamal was 1 step away from his first La Liga goal, but the goalkeeper made an incredible save. As it turned out, the game against Cadiz was just a teaser. Lamine reserved all the spicy stuff for the match against Villarreal, which he also started. 12th minute, Yamal receives the ball on the right wing, makes a maneuver, and gives a perfect pass to Xavi, who opens the scoring. And that was Lamine's first goal contribution for Barcelona. Lamine's technique is literally mesmerizing. The way he's able to pass the ball between 2 defenders at once is just awesome. Excellent plasticity, accurate work with the ball. Once again, Yamal was 1 step away from scoring his debut goal. It's just something incredible because in one game, Lamine hit the woodwork twice. In the first case, the teenager hit the crossbar with a powerful shot, and then his strike was absorbed by the post. Right after this post, the ball went to Robert Lewandowski, who scored the winner. So, it can be said that without Lamine, Barca wouldn't have had this crazy victory. Yamal's overall stats for 76 minutes against Villarreal: 40 passes, 90% accurate. 4 shots on goal, 1 assist, 2 hits on woodwork, 1 key pass, 1 chance created, 3 out of 3 successful dribbling attempts, 1 tackle, 1 interception, 6 out of 10 duels won. This was so unbelievable for such a young footballer that after his substitution, he was even applauded by Villarreal fans at the Estadio de la Cerámica. All this at the age of 16. As Lamine himself said in his first post-match interview, his secret is that he's not afraid. "I'm not scared. I go out and play football. I try to take advantage of every opportunity." This is exactly what Xavi asks young people, not to be afraid. "Luckily, I'm not scared. I go out and play football, which is what I'm good at." Xavi seems to know how to find the key to such an incredible young talent, and it's extremely intriguing. The coach does not hide his admiration for Lamine. He is electric. He has a great future. These two from his childhood photo can be happy with such results. In the next round, Raphinha returns after his disqualification. We'd love to hear your opinion in the comments. Who should play against Osasuna, Lamine or Raphinha? Considering what we've seen from Yamal lately. Let's keep going! Lamine Yamal is now not only the youngest player in La Liga history, he has also become the youngest player to make a goal contribution in a Spanish league game. 16 years and 45 days old. The previous record belonged to his teammate Ansu Fati, 16 years and 318 days. Of course, at the exact same age, Yamal became the youngest player to be named Man of the Match in a La Liga game. Yamal is so impressive that his value on Transfermarkt has already reached 25 million euros. He is the most expensive player in his age group in the world. The second most expensive 16-year-old player is Hajduk's prodigy Luka Vušković, who is worth 6 million euros. Of those players who are just 1 year older than Yamal, only Real Madrid newcomer Endrick, who plays on loan for Palmeiras, is worth 25 million. Of the 18-year-old players, only Vitor Roque is more expensive, 32 million. Yes, we can already speak about it as a matter of fact. All the Spanish press writes that on Friday Lamine Yamal will receive a call-up to the Spanish senior national team. In September, De La Fuente's team will play Euro 2024 qualifiers against Georgia and Cyprus. If he makes his debut, Yamal will break another record which belongs to his teammate Xavi. It's the Barca midfielder who is the youngest player in the history of Furia Roja. 17 years, 2 months and 1 day. Yamal can surpass this record by more than a year. Some may say that Spain is in a hurry to make this decision, but there is an obvious logic here. In addition to Spain, Yamal could play for the national teams of Morocco and Equatorial Guinea. The fact is that his mother is from Equatorial Guinea and his father is Moroccan. If Spain hadn't called Yamal up now, there would have been a big risk that he would have played for Morocco this fall. Spain had no right to lose such a talent. Interestingly, Lamine showed his affiliation with all 3 countries on his boots. First comes the flag of Equatorial Guinea, then the abbreviation LY, Lamine Yamal, then comes the number 304, which is the end of the zip code of the neighborhood where he grew up, Rocafonda, Mataró, in Barcelona. And finally the flag of Morocco. It was expected that Lamine would become a real media star after his performance against Villarreal. He is featured in colorful pictures, infographics, and so on. BR Football depicted a whirlwind of stardust around Yamal, while the Instagram fan public Soc Blaugrana showed Lamine on a throne next to photos of Messi and other Barca legends. Of course, in the morning, Mundo Deportivo had Yamal's photo on the cover. It could not be otherwise. Diario Sport did the same. Well, we can only wish Lamine to avoid injuries, as we really do not want such a diamond to follow the fate of Fati, who has already stopped getting into the Barca starting lineup. If everything goes right, Yamal will indeed become the best La Masia graduate since Messi. And that's it for today. Support our channel with a like and subscription. It's very important for us. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.